It has been a while since I posted anything on this channel, but I wanted to take a moment to do a quick Joe Rogan appreciation post. I was just thinking about some of the things that I've learned from listening to his podcast over the years, and one thing that came to mind was a lesson that I learned from listening to him early on, and that was the idea of ego death. At the time, it was weird for me to hear somebody who was in a position of influence, who had an audience, and who should have a big ego, talk about what they didn't know. I was so used to hearing people talk about what they did know and try to sound smarter than everybody else in the room and just make sure that their weaknesses and flaws were hidden. But it was really refreshing and almost strange to hear somebody in a position like Joe talk about how much he doesn't know and to always have that beginner's mindset. And that's something I try to incorporate into my day-to-day life. Just try to let go of the ego, because it's really just holds you back. And if you can have that beginner's mind and push that ego aside, then you can learn so much more and learn things so much quicker and become a better version of yourself overall. And it kind of relates to this book I've been reading lately by Eckhart Tolle called, what's it called? The book's called A New Earth, and I'm about a quarter of the way through it, and it's all about letting go of that ego and recognizing that it's holding you back. That's something I definitely recommend. And if you haven't listened to the Joe Rogan podcast, I definitely recommend that as well. And yeah, I'm going to be incorporating some of these things into projects that I'm working on. Well, first of all, I'm going to be uploading on this channel more often, just with random ideas that I've been thinking about, talking about books that I've read and am currently reading, and just different people who've inspired me. I'm also going to be making some music and putting it on this channel as well. And one other thing I have going on right now is my own podcast. I have a few episodes from years ago where I talked to a few different musicians, and the premise is that I'm going to be talking to creative people and really just people who are successful in many different fields, and just trying to break down why they're successful in those fields. And hopefully there'll be some lessons that I'll learn from and that people who listen will benefit from as well. So yeah, if you're interested in that, it's called the Slay Dragons podcast, and I'll leave a link in the description. And yeah, look out for some more videos on this channel coming soon.